You want to run it all down for us, Drew?
No, that's Mr. Russ. That's Johnny
Yeah,
Whitmore.
right.
He just did that.
Yeah, he'll give you all the details coming up at
And
9:30.
yeah, some of those races were very close.
Yes.
Like 10 or 12 votes. I
Right.
heard, so.
Right. So, yeah, I don't have all the information either. I was going to, try to figure it all out. But like you said, not all of them are done.
Yeah,
They're still
so-
counting votes. And, so we'll probably hear all of the results towards the end of the week.
Yes.
All right, we'll leave it at that. What you can report on, though, is the weather, which has been amazing, by the way. I was getting a facial yesterday, and the esthetician was like, oh, this heat. And I'm like, oh, honey, this is nothing.
Exactly.
I'm like, if you want to feel heat, you go south. But,
Absolutely.
it's gorgeous out.
Yeah, we're going to have a beautiful day today. High will be around 94. We'll have some light winds and a slight chance of rain this afternoon.
Okay.
So it's starting to build up. According to Mr. Cada, we're looking at having some decent rains over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
But it will be scattered, which means it'll be raining at your house and dry at my house.
Yep.
And that's the
We're
way it'll
used to
work.
it.
But the fact is we're getting some more moisture and we need it, especially for some of the fires out there and to help our first responders.
Yes,
for sure.
for sure.
But for the rest of it, we're gonna be in the 90s. So it'll be low, but look at how our weather is. It's beautiful.
It is.
You get to put your top down.
It's gorgeous.
Yep.
On the car, that is.
Of course.
Just want to clarify. This morning, I'm loving the mornings because sit on the back deck with the dogs. We're babysitting our grand puppy Maple, and she wants to be outside because she has to, keep an eye on everything. And I actually had to put on a sweater this morning as I drank my coffee on the deck. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the low 60s, where a couple weeks ago we were 65, 66 in the morning. Now we're down 62.
Right.
It's getting there.
It's beautiful. Just beautiful. How's Matt Hinshaw this morning?
Living the dream.
Living the dream again.
He dreams a lot.
This guy.
Dream all the time. But, nightmares are dreams. So.
Oh, are you living a nightmare?
No, I'm doing wonderful.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Anybody catch the Olympics yesterday?
Was that wonderful?
Oh, my gosh. USA women's gymnastic team took the gold in the team competition.
Spanked
and Simone Biles did not disappoint.
Did you see her picture with
Which
all the
one?
medals?
Which one?
The medal picture that she has?
I have not seen it. With all of her 8 Olympic medals.
Yeah, it's
she took
impressive.
them all. She took them all with her, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's impressive.
Nice.
She's got each one on. And, there's more medal than there is Simone there.
Yes, pretty impressive stuff. Didn't they say that she's the most decorated American gymnast in history now?
Correct.
8 Olympic medals. She tied with Shannon Miller, who won 7 before she won the gold yesterday. Very cool. And I found a hack, an Olympic hack. Because, I was telling you that I don't want to wait till 8 p.m. to watch the Paris primetime show because it goes till midnight. I mean, we got to get up and do our show. We can't stay up till midnight. But on Peacock, the Paris primetime starts at 6, 2 hours earlier. So I finally figured that out. How many days in? Are we 4 days into the Olympics? But, yeah. So that's good.
It's
that's
just
a good
easy
hack.
to record everything and then watch it when you want.
Well, not if it
But
starts at
last
8 p.m.
last
Not if
night
it starts
was
at
good.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see the gymnast. That's one of
Yeah.
my favorites.
That was really impressive.
Yep, and as soon as they won the gold, I went to bed. So there you go. Very, very cool stuff. Some other things I'm curious to know. Have you seen the coolest picture probably I've ever seen that came out of the Olympics? It's Brazilian surfer Gabriel Medina and his board seemingly suspended midair. Have you seen the picture?
No, I haven't
It's
seen that.
amazing. One of the photographers there caught it right as he was coming off of a wave. It looks like he's just suspended. He's got his finger in the air like number one. You got to check it out. Super, super cool. FYI, Olympic surfing is happening in Tahiti, as we know, and the Olympic Village there is actually a cruise ship. How fun is that?
Partay.
Right? Good times for sure. Let's see what else happened in the Olympics yesterday. That was the gymnasts were the only gold that we won yesterday. So we ended the day still trailing with 4 golds. Japan has the lead with 7, but the U.S. did extend its lead in the overall medal count. We added 3 silvers and a bronze in swimming, plus a bronze medal in women's rugby. It's the first time we've ever medaled in that event, which is pretty cool. It was added back in 2016 to the Olympics. After day 4. The U.S. led with 26 total medals, then France with 18, China 14, Japan 13, and Great Britain with 12. Now, is it too soon to talk about the next Olympics coming up in 2028?
I'd let this one finish.
You would? Well, I want to tell you about some things that are going to happen in Los Angeles in 2028. There will be 6 sports we're not seeing this year. Cricket and lacrosse are returning in 28.
Okay.
Both have been absent as medal events for over 100 years. Surprises me lacrosse has been out that long. Baseball and softball are also making their comeback, and 2 sports will make their debuts at the next Summer Games, squash, and we talked about it with Jamie DeJoseph earlier this week, flag football.
Football.
So maybe it's not too late for us, guys.
What do you mean? Like,
I mean, if we get on the YMCA Flag Football League and practice, maybe we can make it to the Olympics in 2028.
Aren't there age restrictions?
Are there?
I don't think
there
so,
are.
but I thought we were doing 3-on-3
Well,
basketball.
we're going to do that first. We're going to do the 3-on-3 basketball.
Okay. I'm ready for 3-on-3.
The Leza Lives. I like it. Matt, you don't seem like you're sold.
I
You're
feel
the
like-
tallest one in our group. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem warming the bench.
There's only 3 of us. There's no
Yeah.
bench.
There's no subs?
No subs. It's 3-on-3.
I'll be
there's
coach.
bench. Okay. Well, then we're going to have to come up with a third person. Maybe
Johnny
Rust.
Yeah.
Johnny Wet Metal.
Johnny Wet Metal, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See, he's a sports guy. It's expected of him.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Or we could maybe recruit Jason to play. Maybe Jason's son, Andrew, will play with us.
Some youth.
Yeah, because he's young. I think he just graduated from high school. All right. You'll coach us?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Today is National Avocado Day. Who loves the avocado?
No.
You're not a fan.
Nope.
See, either you love it or you hate it, I think. You love it, right, Drew? Yes. What don't you like about it? Is it the texture or the color?
No, it's the taste.
The taste.
Okay.
Wow. So you're not a guacamole fan.
Nope.
This surprises me.
Yeah.
Especially since I worked in Mexican restaurants for almost 10 years. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Which Mexican restaurant and what's your favorite dish?
Well, I've worked at several, but
Okay.
none you wouldn't, they're not up here.
Okay. Sierra Vista area.
Yeah. And Phoenix.
Yeah. What's your
and
favorite
Tempe.
dish at a Mexican restaurant without the guacamole?
You gotta, I like street tacos.
Yeah.
But if you want to see how good a Mexican restaurant is, you get the basic. You get a beef taco, a cheese or chicken enchilada, and rice and beans. If they can't do that well, then don't even bother
try anything
going
else.
back.
Okay.
Agreed.
All
Absolutely
right.
agree with him.
Fantastic. I bet Scott Danis would agree with that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. Good to know. It is National Mutt Day, celebrating mixed breeds. So would Bubba be a mutt since he's a Havanese Maltese mix?
Yep.
He's a mutt. I love it. The ASPCA says more than 3 million dogs turn up at shelters every year. You probably guessed that most of them aren't fancy purebreds, but those mixed breeds are becoming more and more popular. What is Bella again?
She's Great Pyrenees and Husky.
Mm-hmm. Very cute. Cute mix. And it's Shredded Wheat Day. Who doesn't love starting the day by cutting the inside of your mouth on jagged cereal?
I don't.
I don't either. Shredded wheat was actually meant to be eaten with mushrooms or sardines. Did you know that? But they were so dry that people started soaking them in milk overnight to soften them up, and the rest is breakfast history. Yeah, not a big fan of the shredded wheat, except for the frosted mini wheats. Now, those are good. The ones that are covered half with sugar.
I was okay until you brought the sardines in.
Yeah.
That just doesn't work with
Not
me.
a big fan. Not a big fan of the sardine.
Drew likes sardines by themselves.
That's true, but not on not on
shredded
my wheat.
Yeah, not on your breakfast cereal. Speaking of food, they say that the key to dieting unsuccessfully is conveniently forgetting what you've eaten from day to day. There's a new report out on snacking, and it found that the average person skips 3 meals a week, which is probably about right. You know, you're still full from lunch, so you don't eat dinner type thing. No, you're like, I never skip a meal. No.
Not that I don't skip, but
Yeah.
2 meals a day is about what I do.
Yeah, about 2. Same for me. Yeah. What about you, Maddie?
But then what would you? That's what I was going to go to. Is you can't call it skipping if you only have 2 a day. I guess if you go to 1 a day.
well, if you're having 2 a day, you've skipped the third one.
Yeah, but if that's your regular, then it's not really skipping, right?
True. Good point.
See?
Good point. The average person also eats 3 snacks every day, with chips and fruit being the most popular choices. Crackers were next, followed by cookies and ice cream. Only 25% of people say they're very aware of their daily nutritional value of protein in their snacks. And they say that one problem is that people may choose some healthy meals intentionally, but they don't account for everything they put in their mouth. The average person can only remember 57% of everything they ate over just the last 3 days. So I sat down and I'm like, okay, what have I eaten in the past 3 days? And I could remember yesterday, very simply. The day before, I could remember dinner, chicken, veggies, and rice, but I don't remember what I had for lunch. And then the day before, I could remember everything.
When I had a trainer, one of the things that he had me do, he says, when you come back, I want to see what you've
Yes.
eaten. And he made me write down, and that really helps.
Yes.
For what it's worth, if you write down everything you eat,
Right.
it does help because you're writing down Oreos.
Yeah. Yeah, those things you just pop in your mouth while you're walking and you don't count.
You'll walk by and go
Right,
like that.
right. The thing you pick up through the drive-thru and you eat in the car and it doesn't count because you're eating it in the car. Those things.
Is that a rule?
It's a good theory.
You guys never heard of that before?
No.
Is that a girl thing?
I guess.
If you pick it up and you eat it in the car, it doesn't count because you're kind of multitasking.
Never heard that before.
I'm not the only one out there that has done that.
I agree that you're not the only one. The only one that I've heard it from, though.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, I'm trying to think of other rules, food rules that girls use. I'll share them as they come up. But yeah, that's kind of interesting. Can you remember everything you've eaten in the past 3 days, Matt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Every single thing.
I'm eating the same
the
thing.
same thing. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
that's Matt's nightmare. I don't know. It's working though. Look at how
working.
you're looking. You look great. You feel good?
I feel
No,
the same.
he feels the
yeah,
same.
I feel the same. When you hit a certain threshold, it's all the same.
Yeah.
You hit that
that's true.
plateau, it's hard to break to the next
Right.
level.
Right. What about you, Drew? Can you remember everything you've eaten in the past 3 days? No.
I could probably do fairly well
Yeah.
because I do the cooking and the shopping and that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I just try to eat healthy and be good and
Yeah.
don't have any ice cream. If there's ice cream in the house, it's gone. It
Yes.
doesn't matter what time it is.
Right.
That's just go there, get a scoop.
Yeah. Exactly. My daughter has an ice cream maker, and so she's making ice cream every night. And she brings the whole maker to our house when she comes every weekend. So
It's wonderful,
yes.
but boy,
That's
is that
dedication.
really.
It is. I said I want a taste of each flavor, and they brought me 2 teeny tiny little bowls, like the bowls you put your spices in when you're cooking.
Sure.
And I'm like, that's perfect. I just want to taste it. Yeah, I can do that. That works for me. But yeah, yesterday I cannot remember what I had for lunch at all. I remember yesterday, but the day before I'm like, it's just. I'm just, racking my brain trying to figure it out. But so that's kind of interesting. Keep a log, a diet log, like Drew said.
Well, they have apps where you can track the calorie intake and log it and take pictures and all that stuff. It's
right?
pretty wild.
Are you doing that too?
No,
No, you are not.
I am not. No.
Okay, very good. I think that's all that I have. Is that all that you have for the people?
For the people?
Yeah.
Sure.
For the people. Okay, good. Well, we have a couple guests lined up that have a lot more for us. We have Kelly Tolbert coming up with her midweek weekend preview. And following Kelly, we have Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater and Performing Arts Center. We usually have Theater Thursday, but Dancing for the Stars has kind of thrown us off schedule. So she's in a day early to tell us about all the great things happening at the Elks Theater coming up next month. Those interviews coming up after this quick break here on Leza Live. Right now, you did it right, Matt, because I asked you yesterday specifically to sign up for your chance to win the $2,000 jewelry makeover at the Artful Eye Jewelers, right?
Of course.
Of course you did. Drew, have you done it yet? His mic's off. He's shaking
No,
his head, though.
it's his own mic
Yeah.
on his side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
You
the
know,
first thing on my list.
Yes, to
when I
do
get off of
when
work.
you get off work. All right, we'll do it. It's super easy to do. Go to artfuleyejewelers.com. Tell them what you have. Say, I've got, like in your case, Matt, you've got a couple of gold chains that have huge diamond medallions hanging from them.
Of course.
Yeah, and you want to
Deadpool,
right,
Wolverine.
right, and you want to change that up. Maybe make it into a bracelet or an ankle bracelet and a toe ring.
What do they call those anklets?
Well, all you have to do is tell them what you have, tell them what you want. You can even upload pictures of what you have and what you'd like. And the lucky winner of the $2,000 jewelry makeover will be chosen on August 31st. So be sure to get it in, get it done. Artful Eye is known for turning old jewelry into something new that you want to wear again. They're experts at this. Master jewelers Dave and Kevin do everything right there in their state-of-the-art workshop on Whiskey Row, downtown Prescott, Arizona, USA. Super cool to check out their Facebook and Instagram pages for cool before and after pics of what people have done in the past. Be sure to do it today. Enter to win the $2,000 jewelry makeover at artfuleyejewelers.com. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA. It is Wednesday, which means Kelly Tolbert is in with her midweek weekend preview. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
This is a huge list.
We've got a big list.
Holy
to discuss.
smokes. Things are ramping
Lots
back
of
up.
fun stuff happening.
Well, let's get to it. Tell
Well,
us.
tonight over at the Elks is One Love, the Bob Marley film. Have you guys seen that? I'm sure Matt
did see
has.
it. Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah, did you see it, Matt?
Oh, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. Drew, did you see One Love, Bob Marley? No.
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay, yeah, you can stream it. We watched it on streaming. Very
Oh,
good
yeah.
show.
Good.
Yeah.
7:00 at the Elks, donation based.
Okay.
And then Thursday, the summer concert series is back with the Dirty Halos.
Super fun.
And that's around 6:00, 6:30-ish,
Okay.
I believe. And then over at the Ruth Street Theater on Thursday is Hotel California, A Salute to the Eagles at 7 p.m.
At the Ruth Street Theater.
Yeah, over at the high school. I
Fabulous.
love that venue.
I
It's
do
a
too.
really great little spot.
Yep.
And then Friday at Finley Toyota Center kicks off the 20th annual Prescott Gym and Mineral Club show and sale.
Uh-huh.
So that's all weekend, Friday through Sunday.
Okay.
Go and check out everything that they have to show. Plenty of time to do that over the weekend.
Yes, fun.
Yeah. And then Saturday at Watson Lake is the Watson Lake Car Show.
Nice.
Yes. So they're always there that first weekend of August. It's 7 to 4, Saturday and Sunday. You can pick up parts for your cars and do all those kind of manly things, I think,
Yeah.
over there. But fun to look at all the old cars.
Because it's a car show and a swap meet as well. Fun. Okay.
So they'll have vendors and all kinds of things to look at.
And you
over
know
there.
how we love that venue, Watson Lake.
It's stellar. So
really is.
Any excuse to get over there is a good time.
I agree.
And then, if that's not enough, at the Courthouse Plaza, the Mountain Artists Guild has their Fine Art and Wine Festival. And they say they have over 115 vendors and artists, 10 wineries. They have food, things for sale, all kinds of vendors, 9 to 5 Saturday, 9 to 4 on Sunday. So
This
if you're
is a good
looking
one.
to stroll around the Courthouse Plaza, there's a good excuse to do that and look at all the fun things that the Mountain Artists Guild have to show.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And then Sunday, I know your next guest is going to talk more about all the fun stuff happening at the Elks, but
Right.
there is Wyatt Earp, A Life on the Frontier at 2 p.m. And then over at the Jim and Linda Lee Performance Yavapai College Performing Arts Center is that's a mouthful.
The title gets longer and longer.
I know.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
seem to get it all in there. Is Prescott Pops, and that's at 3 p.m. It's the music of Kernan Hammerstein.
Very nice. Matt's going to be attending that one, right?
Of course, always.
Yeah, always.
Are you performing, Matt?
Oh, are you performing this year?
Of course, I'm doing solo.
The Secret Life of Matt.
I know, right?
And then Tuesday, the summer concert series has the Orgonauts. So plan for that, a jazz band, Tuesday at the Courthouse Plaza Summer Concert Series. And then, of course, our local little bars and entertainment venues Birdcage has the Black Hole on Saturday, Big Daddy D and the Dynamites Sunday. I'm sorry, Friday and Saturdays. The Black Hole.
Okay.
Sunday is Big Daddy D and the Dynamites. And then, of course, we have Lobby Bar. Jersey Lily has Well Dressed Wolves Friday and Saturday. Matt's Saloon has South of Somewhere. And Whiskey River Tavern has No Strings Attached South of 40. Not to be confused with South of Somewhere.
Right. Two different bands.
Exactly. And then Saturday is Wheelhouse Palomino Band, Andrew Deering and Hit Squad. And then Sunday is Scott Marshall and the Free Radicals.
How fun.
And then if that's not enough, the Windsock has Chicago Bob on Saturday. Friday. And then Saturday is Sky Daddy's birthday bash. So our little friend Sky Conwell, I guess,
Nice.
is celebrating his birthday. And then Sunday, the Blues Jam that they have every Sunday.
I'm exhausted.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
There's more.
And there's more.
There's like a cocktail tour you can do. There's like a food tour. There's history tour. There's all kinds of stuff in town.
Isn't it fun?
Aren't we lucky?
We are lucky. We are lucky for sure. And you're going to hit every single one of these events, right?
Ooh.
And
I'm not going to
report back
commit.
to us.
That's
Well,
Matt's job.
Exactly. Well,
And Drew gets out a little bit.
he
We were
sure
ta-
does.
Yeah.
You gave him the list last week, and
That's
he took his
right.
friends out and about last weekend, and he said he had a great time. What was the biggest standout for you that you did last weekend with your friends, Drew?
Well, I want to say the outdoor patio at the Hassayapa with
Oh.
the single guitarist out there.
Mm-hmm.
But every place we went had music. I mean, we went to the piano bar at St. Michael's, and we decided to go get Thai food, and there was somebody else in there playing electric guitar and doing. So there was music every place, and it was just a great weekend. Had no place to go all day to get there.
Yeah, those are the
know?
best. Those are the best weekends.
It wasn't planned, other than okay, you're coming out.
Right.
What are we going to do? Well, let's go downtown, and we just had a great time.
Wonderful.
And I'll tell you what, there was a lot of people out, and there was a lot of people spending money everywhere. So
Yes.
good for the economy and good for Prescott.
Yes.
We love to see it.
Indeed, indeed. And will you be out and about with your trailer?
You know,
Your
it's kind of
cocktail
a slower
trailer?
time for me. It's
Okay.
a little warm. I think people are kind of taking a little break from entertaining, and it'll pick back up next month.
Okay.
And I guess actually September is the wedding,
Oh,
kind
sure.
of shoulder season
Sure.
wedding. Yeah.
Tell everybody what it is that you have.
I have a mobile bar service, and it's called Shake Stir Pour, and I just aim to help people hosting make their life easier and take the burden off of what they're having to serve their guests and help out with the shopping list or any of the needs or questions that you may have
I love
about
it.
entertaining. So
Shake,
yeah,
stir, pour.
Shake Stir Pour, and my little mobile bar is the Cold Pony.
The cold pony.
Yes,
I love it.
It's my little horse trailer.
You are a mixologist for sure.
Yes,
You do
thank
that,
you,
and
Leza.
that's your
so
third
we'll
job.
be at Allen's Flowers. We'll talk about that.
Okay, a little
coming up.
closer.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Thanks,
Kelly Tolbert,
Leza.
thank you for bringing us your
You're
midweek
so
weekend
welcome.
preview. We appreciate
Cheers.
you. Coming up, Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater and Performing Arts Center. Right now, ladies, if you're looking for exceptional women's health care, I highly recommend Prescott Women's Clinic. They offer comprehensive services, really everything you need, from that annual well woman exam to family planning, menopause care, bioidentical hormone replacement, and more. They have 2 convenient locations in our area, in Prescott off Willow Creek Road, in Prescott Valley on Florentine Road, making it super, super easy to get the care you need and deserve. Do not wait. Get started. Give them a call today, 928-778-4300, or visit them online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. Joining us for Theater Thursday a day early, we have Liz Rogers, the
Good
marketing and
morning.
program manager from the Prescott Elks Theater and Performing Arts Center. How are you?
I am great. I have nothing to add about the Olympics other than
Nothing.
it seems like whenever I turn it on, it's a really different sport.
Uh-huh.
I did watch the semifinals, I think, in ping pong.
How did you like the ping pong?
I was confused.
See, I played ping pong. We have
Well,
we have a
yeah.
table. It's a lot of fun.
There should be some beer and
Right.
some popcorn, and that's not how they do it.
No, it is a fast-paced sport for sure. I was watching the fencing, which I had never really paid attention to before, and that was interesting as well. Had no clue what they were doing. I had no clue how it works, but it was interesting.
Yeah, and
I
they
love
take
the
it seriously.
Yeah, and the masks with the flags on the masks, so you can't see their faces. Pretty cool stuff. But well, good. I'm glad you're tuning in and enjoying what you can because you're a busy girl over there at the Elks Theater. Plus, you just got
We
back
are.
from 2 vacations.
Well, one work trip and one
Okay,
vacation.
and your work trip, you went.
I went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin
okay.
for a League of Historic American Theater conference.
And how was that?
My mind was spinning.
Yeah.
I think I drove everybody else at the Elks crazy for the last 2 weeks. Well, I want to do this and I want to do this and what do you think about this and can we try
Right.
this and how about this?
Yes.
So yeah, they're taking my caffeine away and hopefully I can go again next year because they may tie me down and prevent it. It was
And-
just fascinating.
You got to see a lot of different historic theaters. How do we rate with our beautiful Elks
Oh,
Theater?
nothing compares.
Nothing. Good-
Nobody else
good answer.
has the Guild.
Uh-huh.
Now we have the Guild, which are the men and women who dress in period costumes
Yes.
and greet people. Nobody else has that.
So they went home and said, "We need a guild. We need a guild. We
Oh
need
no,
a guild."
I didn't tell them. I
Oh.
didn't want to share that.
Oh, good for you.
No, that's
keep
ours.
that. Keep that to ourselves.
Exactly.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Well, you brought in the August schedule of the Elks Theater, and you have a lot going on. Why don't
we
you
have
share?
some great stuff. It's starting this weekend,
Okay.
August 3rd. We have a storytelling workshop. Now we've talked to you about our Stories That Matter presentation, and we just had one last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
In between the workshop or in between the live storytelling presentations, we do workshops and we help people find their story, hone it, prepare it for an audience. It's very limited. We only offer 10 spots per time and we do it about 5 times a year.
Okay.
So that's coming up. There's only a few spots left for that.
nice.
And that evening, the Prescott Improv Collective, and I can't say enough good things about them, they will be doing a performance upstairs in the Crystal Hall. The last I checked, there were only 12 tickets left.
Oh wow! Wow.
We keep that audience small because it's improv and you want everybody to be able to be part of it and experience it. So it doesn't work well for a 500 seat theater. So
No.
we keep it nice and small and cozy. So we could probably go bigger, but we're not gonna.
Well, we got a little sample here on Leza Live because you brought in the troupe, some of them anyway.
Right.
And it was really fun to see how the performance, or what do you call it? It's not really a performance because it's
Well,
interactive and
it
it's
is definitely
changing.
interactive.
Yeah.
The show can only
Show.
happen one time.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
never the
really
same.
up to the audience. The last audience we had, they were funny.
Yeah.
And the stuff they gave us was so much fun to work with. So you never know what we'll get from the audience, but hopefully they'll be into it.
It will be fun for sure. All right. What else? Something else on the 3rd.
Yes, you have choices. And then the evening of the 3rd in the Historic Theater is Running on Empty, the California Sound. So lots of different types of music. It's not one particular tribute band. It is kind of representing the California Sound brought to us
Oh,
by
fun.
Alex Mack Music. That's a great show. A lot of fun and
Okay.
definitely recognizable songs to dance to,
Very good. So that takes us to August 4th.
which is Wyatt Earp. Now, Wyatt Earp, this is not a musical performance. This is a speaker. He's actually, I believe, the grandnephew of the original Wyatt Earp,
Wow.
and he tells stories about Wyatt Earp's life, and it's a great presentation. It's really a lot of fun, set in the mid 1920s.
Wow. Is that going to be in the Historic Theater?
That is in the Historic Theater,
Okay.
yes, and
Very-
tickets are still available.
Okay. So if you're a history buff, that's one you're going to want to catch.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Very nice. Then we're skipping to the 9th.
Well, yes, because that's the next weekend.
Yes.
And unfortunately, if you don't already have your tickets for the Rock Goddess Revival, you're not going.
You're out of luck. You have told us this so many times. Pay attention to the website because
Absolutely.
as soon as the big ones go up, they are sold out. And this is one of those.
Well, this is actually a local artist. This is Stephanie from Stephen Rock,
Well,
and with her band, and
she's
she's
a big deal.
amazing. Oh, I love watching them play. And of course, yep. So that went on, and that went out pretty quickly.
Okay, very good.
Then on the 14th, this is another unique experience that you really can only find upstairs at the Elks. And this is a prose open mic night. And what that means is these are local authors, some are published, some are not, who choose to share excerpts of their books. It's about 5-10 minutes per author. You sign up and you get to listen to authors read their own stories, like a book tour, but you get a few of them all in one night.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Mostly local, and this week's featured author will be Stephen Kartstein. It should be a recognizable name as he was my predecessor over at the Elks.
Very nice. Well, that's going to be a ton of fun. And is he the only one that will be
Other people
reading?
sign up at the door.
Okay.
So it's an open mic, just like it would be for comedy or music, but it's for authors.
So all you authors need to show up on
exactly.
August 14th.
On August 14th,
For
and that's in the
prose.
Sundance Room.
Sundance Room. Okay.
We don't get to talk about the Sundance
No,
Room a
I
whole
was
lot
like,
up here.
where's the Sundance Room?
That is also on the 3rd floor. It is the smaller space other than the Crystal Hall, so it's a little bit more intimate.
Okay. Very nice.
Then on the 16th in the Historic Theater, we have Neon Circus. That is a Brooks and Dunn tribute band.
Oh,
And yes, there are still a few tickets left. Not many, but there are a few.
that'll be a ton of fun.
If that's your type of music, they're a great representation.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's take a quick break, shall we?
Absolutely.
Okay, we're talking with Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater and Performing Arts Center this morning. If you have any questions for Liz, we have a phone number, 928-541-1016. Or if you want to call her and thank her for all the great shows they put on at the Elks Theater, she would accept those calls too, right, Liz?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will speak for everybody.
Right, you guys. That's coming up here on Leza Live. So, you ever have a dental emergency strike when you least expect it? Definitely not fun, but fear not. Pro Solutions Dental Group has your back. Their experienced team is ready to tackle any dental dilemma, from sudden toothaches to knocked out teeth. And guess what? They offer flexible appointments to accommodate your busy schedule. Don't let dental disasters derail your day. Trust Pro Solutions Dental Group to handle it with care. Call them now and get back to smiling. 928-776-1208, or you can reach them online at PrescottDentist.com. And we'll be right back. Welcome back, and thanks for hanging out with us. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA, talking with the marketing and program manager at the Prescott Elks Theater and Performing Arts Center, Liz. I knew I was going to screw it up. My tongue goes faster than my mouth. See, this is a problem. Liz Rogers is
It's a
with
good thing I
us.
don't make you say my full name.
Which is?
Elizabeth, which is
Elizabeth.
like Elizabeth, but there's no E. So
Uh-huh.
similar to Lisa versus Lisa.
Right.
Nobody gets it right.
Nobody, so that's why you go by Liz.
That's why I go by Liz.
Works for me, girl. All right, we're on the weekend of August 17th.
Yes, we are in the middle of the month. Now, on the 17th, upstairs, taking over the entire third floor, is going to be the Granite Mountain Jewelry Show.
Ooh, I like
So
the
that
sound
should
of
be
this.
fun. Open to the public, all kinds of vendors to check out, and just visit. The information, of course, is on our website as well as theirs.
So what kind of jewelry are we talking about here? Antique, new?
These are the makers and designers, I believe. So
Uh-huh.
you're going to see things that they have created.
I just started salivating. Okay, very
Need-
good.
Need a minute?
I'll put that one on my calendar. Also on the 17th, we have...
You Make My Dreams Come True, which is a Hall & Oates tribute band.
How did we
That
know?
one probably didn't need to be explained.
Oh, that's going to be a ton of fun. Do the musicians and singers look like Hall & Oates? Do you remember?
You know, I haven't had a
You'd
chance
think
to
they
see
would
them play.
You would think they would have to. I mean, they're so iconic looking, Hall &
Yeah,
Oates.
at least costume-wise
Right,
and
a
that type of thing.
mustache. Okay.
I'm sure there's got to be a reason that
Okay.
that's where they focused. The following week, this is really cool. So, of course, the Prescott Jazz Summit, an annual event that jazz fans look forward to all year long with musicians coming in from all over the country. That's going to kick off, most interestingly, August 22nd with a movie called Jewel of the Nile. And it's about a group of older people in their 70s, 80s, 90s in the valley that get together to play music one more time. And it does feature a few local cameos. You might see Mike Vax in it and members of the Prescott High School Jazz Band
Wow.
from a couple years ago, but still.
How fun. So you're going to be airing the movie
That
in
will
the
be
theater.
a movie presentation to kick off the festivities because the following night, that is the grand opening concert.
Nice.
And that one is of course, in the theater as well. That's on the 23rd.
Okay.
Now, the Jazz Summit plays all over.
Yes.
So they will have performances at Ruth Street. They will have a jam at Murphy's. They will have the jazz brunch at the Hacienda. So definitely check out. If you're into jazz, there's something for everybody.
This is your weekend.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Now, if you're not into jazz, but you're
Yes.
still looking for something to do, on the
Right.
23rd upstairs is stand-up comedy.
Aha.
This is the White Collar Comedy Show.
Okay.
When the producer first contacted me about this show, I think he said it's a car salesman, a lawyer, and a banker. And I said, please tell me they walk into a bar.
Right. Right. Ba-dum-bum.
Now, we're not technically a bar, but there is, of course,
A
beer
bar there.
and wine to be had. So it'll be
Right.
a great show. It is the White Collar Comedy Show. And, of course, our very own Matt Santos will be there as well.
Very fun.
And I expect probably Matt Hinshaw as well.
when are we going to get Matt
Depending.
Hinshaw on the stage? Because he's a funny
Never.
guy.
Never.
You're a fun guy.
That's why I sit in the back and hide from everyone.
Well, and then they call you out. Matt
yeah, and
does.
then they make fun of me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, we should flip the switch. You on the stage and Matt in the back and see how that goes.
Yeah, but he's way too easy of a target.
That's a good point. Very
I
good
usually do
point.
start out the evening picking on him a little bit because
Yeah.
I'm the one who introduces him. So
Very nice.
little
That's always a good
retribution.
time. They
Yeah.
usually come in and we play some clips of the comedians that will be up on stage that night. So hopefully Matt will come in and JC and do that for us
great.
a little later on this month.
Absolutely, because that's still a few weeks away.
Yes.
Then on the 25th is the Arizona Hall of Blues Showcase, and that is in the Historic Theater. And I know I was at a chamber mixer the other day, and they were handing out flyers about that we hadn't even provided. So
Oh,
I know the
wow.
city is very excited for this show. It's going to have blues musicians from all over, and it's going to be a great time.
From all over the state.
all over the state.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And we'll probably have visitors from all over the state for that showcase as well.
Absolutely.
And tickets are on sale
Tickets are on sale right now, right this very second.
at theatre.org.
And it's THEATRE.
You guys should just buy the rights to the other spelling
You know,
as well.
that would not be a bad
Because
idea.
it would just direct you right to the right website. I'm sure people get confused with that.
Well, one of the things that I found out and while I was traveling and doing this historic theater conference is how many theaters now are getting subject to questionable ticket practices.
Oh, right.
And there's a non-politically correct word that we don't use to describe it anymore, but instead resellers.
Yes.
And
Is that scalpers? Is that the word?
Yeah, no, we don't say that
Okay,
anymore.
all right, well.
I still use it.
Little did I know.
I don't know.
What's interesting, well, we have one more show, and then I will talk about this
Okay.
because this is really
It's
fascinating
important,
stuff.
yeah.
So the last show I've got for you for August is Travelin' Man, which is a salute to Ricky Nelson and Teen Idols in the theater on the 31st.
Oh, that'll be fun, too. Traveling Man.
Lots of different things, music and comedy and storytelling and all kinds of different things.
The entire
coming up
month
at
of
the Elks.
August in a nutshell.
Absolutely.
Love it. And again,
Something for everyone.
And the website is where you can get more information and tickets to everything.
Yes, but
okay.
do make sure you are getting your tickets directly from us.
Okay, let's talk about that because these third-party resellers, tell people how it works, what they're doing.
So there are two different scams happening.
Okay.
One is that people will mirror the settings and you think you're buying tickets to a particular show through a venue, and it's not just us, of course. And in fact, it's a fake setting.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is that they are reselling the tickets at a much higher value. And I had a conversation with our chairman of the board, and I said, this is something that's a concern. And she says, oh, they're probably not dealing with us. I mean, we're just a little hometown theater.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took a screenshot and I showed her on StubHub that tickets for the show that just happened, Frozen Junior, which were $15 through the Elks, were being sold for $59.
Wow.
And these were seats that had not yet been purchased. So what they would do is they'd wait for you to buy them, and then they would turn around and buy the seats
Amazing.
for $15 and pocket the rest.
Okay. All right. So pay attention.
There's legislation pending. There are definitely groups that are trying to handle these false ticket sales. So far, what Arizona has done is, and I'm sorry to say, it's called the Taylor Swift law, and it does not allow computerized purchases, so bots to purchase more than the limited amount of tickets. So
Right.
that's what they were doing with the Taylor Swift tickets. So that's as far as Arizona has gotten. But
Okay.
there's hopes for a little more.
And you can just be more vigilant and just make sure you go to the website that has the show.
Right.
And just bypass
and
all
avoid
those
the third party.
Because I know the rodeo had a really hard time with this as well. We're hearing about it more and more. And, people are just getting ripped off, especially when it's not sold out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
There are legitimate resellers. I'm not trying to say that there aren't.
Right.
But check to see if you can get them direct first.
Right. Okay, that's always the best thing to do. We got to talk about some future shows that
Yes.
you want to get people aware of, and we'll do that right after this quick break here on Leza Live. Stay with us. I'm like, don't. And we're back for our last segment this morning of Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM, KYCA. Liz Rogers from the Elks Theater, my guest this morning. And we talked about all the things at the Elks Theater this upcoming month. Starts tomorrow. But there are other things in other theaters around town you want to share.
I did. I just wanted to mention this weekend a couple of really great things over at the Raven Cafe on Sunday. They're normally closed. But Half-Wit will be presenting Much Ado About Nothing, which is a drink-in-hand Shakespeare presentation. It's kind of a cut-down show, about an hour long. I've worked with these guys before. They are so much fun. And they encourage the audience to drink while the cast is drinking.
Oh, how fun.
So it's always kind of fun to watch them try to remember their lines and their blocking after, a couple glasses of wine. But the entire show usually takes place with each of the cast members with a beverage in hand.
How fun. What time is that show at?
I believe it is at 5 or 6 o'clock. I would check with the Raven.
Okay.
It is completely free.
Uh-huh.
But of course, they will pass the hat at the end of the night. So
Sure.
if you had a good time, I definitely encourage you to drop them a few bucks. And this is Half-Wit, and they will continue to do this a few times a year.
Love it. That sounds like something so fun and so different.
It is. And
Yeah.
it's really laid back. It's such an easy way to watch a Shakespeare show.
Mm-hmm.
It harkens back to the way it was done originally.
Sure.
Shakespeare was meant to be for the people, and we've kind of made it haughty-taughty and snooty, and this is not haughty-taughty or snooty.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. That's
Those would
Sunday.
be good names for elves.
Yes, right?
And then also this weekend, my friends over at the Prescott Center for Sousa's Prescott Center for the Arts are running 13 Junior, which is their preteen show from their preteen summer camp, and I've heard great things. I haven't had a chance to get there yet, but definitely would encourage that as well.
Fantastic. Excellent. What else is coming up?
Well, I do want to mention, every time I'm here, we
Yes.
talk about the murder mysteries that happen at the Elks. And every time, by the time I get to talk about them, they're sold out.
Yes.
So the next one is not until October. It is the
Okay.
weekend before Halloween. It is called
Ooh.
Misery at the Masquerade, and it is a masquerade party.
Aha.
And it is already 60%, 65% sold out.
Okay.
But you can still get tickets right now.
That's why you wanted to bring it up
That's
today.
why I wanted to bring it up today.
Okay.
It is a full dinner theater, an interactive dinner theater. You're not sitting and watching a show. It is happening all around you. Catering is provided by Palatable Persuasions and Cupcakes by Leanne.
Mm.
Of course, there's a bar and there's a show going on. And this one is a non-political event.
Ooh.
This is a campaigner named Captain Montgomery, who is looking for a last-ditch effort for some fundraising before the election and is hosting a masquerade party.
Okay.
So costumes are encouraged, but not required, but it is a masquerade ball before Halloween with murder. How more Halloween can you get?
Who wouldn't want to participate? That sounds like
It's
a
a
ton
lot
of
of
fun.
fun.
And how much are the tickets?
$61, but that does include the show, dinner, and dessert.
Yes.
And nobody has ever said, oh, that wasn't worth it.
Right. Well, and like you said, it's always sold out. So,
It is.
So thank you for letting us know so we can get our tickets ahead of time so we can be there.
Absolutely.
How
It's Friday
fun.
and Saturday night, and the show doors open at 5. The show officially starts at 6, but by 6, clues have been dropped.
Oh.
So you got to pay attention.
Yes, and how much participation does the audience get to do?
As it's really as much as you'd like to do.
Uh-huh.
I always tell people, think about it as if you're at a dinner party at a friend of a friend's house.
Yeah.
So you're talking to people you don't know,
Right.
but you don't really have to if you don't want to. You can sit and watch if
Yeah.
you'd like, but the more questions you ask, the more likely you are to figure out what's going on.
Right. And what happens when somebody figures it out?
Well, there's always a vote, and each table gets to place one vote, and then the investigator takes their votes into consideration, and it may formulate an arrest.
Yes.
And we try to keep it different every single time. We have some regulars that have been to nearly every single
Oh,
show.
that's so fun.
So we cannot reuse
Yeah.
ideas.
How hard is that for you?
It's
Because
challenging.
you co-write it with...
I do with Ron Lunt,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been writing these. These shows have existed now for over 2 years, and we have people, like I said, who've been to almost every single one. So finding a
Wow.
new way to kill somebody
Yeah.
and surprise people Please don't look at my search history.
Yeah.
Please don't look at my search history.
Right? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, Liz. Well, lots going on. Super fun. Thanks for the
Absolutely.
heads up on the Murder Mystery
Yes,
Dinner
my
Theater.
pleasure.
And why don't you share a little bit about the movies that you guys are having at the Elks? Those continue, correct?
Absolutely. We will. We have a few more, and then we'll stop once school kids are back underway.
Mhm.
The movies are such a great way for a night out for an entire family.
Right.
We do not charge at the door. We do kindly request and gratefully accept donations,
Sure.
but it's completely up to the patrons. So what a great way to take a whole family out for
Right.
$10.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that would include refreshments.
Yes, yes, that's amazing.
Then we'll stop because obviously school comes first, and then we'll pick them up again for fall break
Love it.
and have some Halloween themed movies, and then we'll pick them up again for Christmas break.
yes.
So we're out there, and it's the donations we receive go to our scholarship programs, our community outreach programs, because at the heart of it all, that is what we are doing. We ourselves are a nonprofit, and I'm so thankful that I get to work for an organization that turns around and then gets to give money out.
Right. Isn't that nice?
I gave a $5,000 dance scholarship to a recent graduate from Prescott High School.
Wow. How
so
good
she
did
could
that
go
feel?
study in LA. Oh, I absolutely love it.
Love it. That's great.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this Wednesday, tonight,
today.
it's One Love, Bob Marley.
Yes.
And Kelly shared that with us.
Yes, she
and the
did.
movies start at 7:00.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Doors
so-
open around 6.
Yeah.
Come in, get your popcorn, get a glass of wine if you're a grown-up, or a soda if you're not, or if you don't want to be.
That makes sense to me. Love it, Liz. You guys are doing so many great things over there at the Elks Theater. Hats off to you.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for coming on the show every month and
Absolutely.
sharing all the goings-ons so we know what to attend.
Absolutely. Go to everything.
Yes. Well, this list is long
Well,
and varied.
it's kind of hard to be in two places at once, but,
Right. Well, there's a couple that I'm definitely going to put on my calendar, and Matt always likes to go to the comedy shows.
this is true. I
Yes.
usually see Matt there.
Right. What
I've
about
been,
the jewelry
I've been
show?
stocking special drinks just for him.
Oh, good. What is
Yeah,
the,
she has.
What is the special drink? Can I ask?
It's
Well,
up to you. You're the one that
I-
provides them. So.
Well, yeah, I actually don't sell them, but I was thinking about bringing in a hard seltzer.
Aha.
And upstairs, we like to keep things high-end, classy. So, we do
right.
bottles and we do nice wine.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get bottled hard seltzers, so he brought me some cans. And I'm like, I can't do this. But I saved them for him. So,
You're.
but we're out.
Everybody loves Matt Hinshaw.
I'll see what I can find for you
drank
for
all
next
of them.
time. You did.
Awesome. Liz, thanks for coming in. Thank you for listening. Dan Bongino's up next. We'll see you on the radio back here tomorrow. Have a great day.